in the text group, Jay.
Right.
You dropped something that was very interesting in the text group. You said that there's someone that has promise. In your daughter's life. Now, here's the question, though, because we're all parents.
Right. Absolutely.
Of course, we all have children. We have daughters. We have daughters, y'all. And the thing is, our daughters are on different levels. Like, you guys have a daughter who's fully grown, right? Solid, yep. You guys have a daughter.
She's a junior.
She's a junior in high school.
Y'all have a junior. And then we have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old.
A middle schooler and
a middle schooler and elementary.
So we're literally in all phases.
The daughters are in all different phases. So from parental perspectives, what, especially, when these young men come.
Right. Oh, man.
You in the head of the group. You in the head of the pack because you're dealing with it more.
So let me say this. I've always believed that the harder you are, the more stern you are, the more they stray. So I've always been a little more lenient when it came to dating and when it came to Amani making choices about who she wants to deal with.
Yeah.
Now, she's scared me quite a few times.
Right.
With some of the people that have, I'm not even going to go there. But there are some people that my baby was dating, and I'm sitting here like, have you looked in a mirror? Have you seen yourself? Like, I'm not understanding. You're beautiful. So when they kept coming, I'm like, okay, something's not right. What I came to realize is that she's just one of those type of people that see you for who you are.
Wow.
So she sees the potential in everybody.
Wow.
She's really got a good heart.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm proud of you.
That's definitely Riley.
I said, I'm proud of you, but there's levels to this.
Yes.
We can't just completely just disregard how you've lived, how you were raised, how you who you are, the amount of work you put into doing what you're doing and where you're going and who you want to be and what you want to be, just to bring in somebody who doesn't have nowhere near the same type of drive or ambition as you.
Right.
Yeah. Don't look like, I say, you got to start figuring out if that person going to be good to make children with, or like you have to think about these things, your mindset. Everything. What are their belief systems?
Yeah.
How's they working? Who was his parents?
Yeah.
See, I've come to realize that too.
Who was his example?
Parents are important.
Who was his example?
Bloodline is important.
Who raised you?
Who
raised you? So with the new, but when I talked to her today, I'm talking to her and he
sounds promising.
Job, plan, 2 parents. One is I think an EMT. She don't know what the stepdad does, but he's a Q dog, so I know he has an education.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They live well. They live in Albany. They live well.
Q dog. You know what the Qs do, bro? Never mind.
Listen, right. Qs, I understand how it go. What I'm saying is,
the one with the horseshoe on their arm.
The
purple and gold.
No, they real brothers.
They real brothers.
They real brothers.
Shout out to the Q.
They real brothers, man.
I've had an experience.
Absolutely, the Q.
Okay. This show about to get ruthless. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, man. No, but you really giving me hope, man, because with our daughter, it's we didn't want to be the parents to always be like, no.
Absolutely, can't be.
Yeah.
Because when we got that, we just found a way to do it anyway.
Absolutely.
You either gonna give me a way, or I'm gonna make a way.
Right. And we did.
We made it.
So with my daughter, it was more, just promise me that you'll trust mommy and I enough that if we say not this one, that you'll trust us.
Wow.
And she was like, okay. But at the same time, it's easier said than exactly.
Right.
It's easier said than done. And I'm talking to a child.
That's a big point. You are talking to a child.
Riley started getting interested in boys in the what grade?
Elementary school.
She brought she had the dude's parents come over to the house. The father was a nurse. The mother was something else.
He wanted to be a doctor. This is like 4th, 5th grade.
Right. And the little kid.
Y'all let him come over. Y'all let this whole thing happen.
At 275.
That's a lot, bro.
Anthony let him come. I to this day, I do not agree with Riley having boyfriends. But at this point, the older she gets, the more I'm reiterating, hey, I don't agree with it. However, since you have the freedom to choose, since you have chosen, let's discuss what you're experiencing.
Right.
But I'm not in
And
agreement.
She does.
And that's just how we rock.
With the last one that she was with, cool kid, but reminded me too much of me when I was younger, even down to the name.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? So
charismatic,
She's
all that. So and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah. This little Negro, bunch of bull. I already know what time it is. But I'm letting them, But the hard part for me, y'all, and y'all gotta look forward to this too, is having
That's the thing, man.
when your child dates the person.
That's it.
Meeting the parents.
Now this is new.
I'm not meeting no parents.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot to comb through. Let's comb through this.
I ain't meeting no parents.
I gotta know what you cut from.
Hold on. So I want to make sure we comb through this because I have certain, I won't say fears. I'm not gonna say fears, but I got a lot of thoughts because I got two young, beautiful, talented girls.
She got an 11-year-old right now that's rolling her eyes.
And she fly. That 11-year-old fly, you know what I'm saying? But
she rolling her eyes
the thing
at
is,
Dad.
because
it's coming.
That's when it starts.
It's coming.
Oh, no.
the thing is, so I'm not saying fears. Because I have to think about this though, and both of y'all family dynamics, y'all blessed to have. And of course, we have our son who's very grown and in the Navy and all that, and y'all have a son in the Navy, you know what I'm saying? But because my girls are so much younger, you know what I'm saying?
It's the gap.
It's a huge age gap. So whoever comes to my front door in 10 years, 12 years.
You mean marriage?
2
I'm talking
years.
They're going to be at your front door a lot sooner than that.
What do you mean? No. Nobody's coming to my
They got
front door.
8th grade dance. They got
That's what I said, 2
You're being
like,
delusional.
yeah, that's delusional.
Yeah,
you being very delusional.
Artistic,
talented.
creative,
And one of them are already rolling up the eyes. It's coming, brother.
It's coming.
Puberty ain't even really hit yet.
So
It's coming, bro.
when the first dude come in 10 years to my front door,
Two.
How old is
you know what I'm saying?
Mine's 11.
So that means 21.
21?
21. So first dude
I say
coming
2. I say 2 to 3 years.
I say 2. I say 2.
3 years top.
We want to put money on? No, we're not going to bet.
We need to do a little pool.
A little wait.
Yeah, let's do a pool. I got
Let's do a betting pool.
Yo, y'all tripping. But no, seriously.
Because she got the 8th grade dance coming.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
What are we saying? The 8th grade dance?
is a big deal.
She
It's a
don't
big
have
deal.
a date already.
First of all,
I'm going with her to the 8th grade dance.
limos and tuxedos for these
Yeah, they
kids.
really
you
do.
did that with
You don't
Deanna.
think
It's
I'm?
a whole
You think I'm not going to the 8th grade dance?
No, you're not.
You're not going. You're not
going to
going.
take your pictures.
Right.
Mocha not gonna let you.
Right.
She's not going to allow you to ruin that.
Right.
Get you a stretch hammer. I paid for it 8 years ago.
It's already done. It's already done.
It's outside. Yeah. Get your money back.
Already done.
Grandma Vern is doing that's right.
That's a lot, y'all.
It's over, bro.
So, okay. Back to the, like,
your concern. He had concerns.
Yeah.
He
I
had
got a lot of concern. You know what I'm
What are
saying?
they?
Well, okay, I'll say this, and I'm just being vulnerable here, man. Like I tried to state, and I guess my timing is off, but the fact that there's such a big age difference between my son and my daughters, my son is not necessarily in the place of pit bull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Putting the pressure on where it's needed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, me, I'm thinking, okay, I'm a father. In 10 years, I'm this age.
Right.
Yep.
You know, my pressure, if I got to press pressure, that pressing pressure is different.
Right.
It's like, if I got to press pressure at 53.
See, that's
That's how I feel. My attitude
different.
is, listen, man, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because the boys would get into it with other dudes, and it's like at the end of the day, you guys got to do what you got to do. But I'm not just gonna sit around and just let somebody just beat up on my son. It's like, where's your dad? I'm gonna beat your father up.
Absolutely.
That's a real thing.
I bypass the
But
kid.
hold on.
and
No,
go
that's a
to
real
the
thing.
parent.
No, that's a real thing. I always said
We're
that.
gonna have a conversation first.
Yeah,
We'll have a godly conversation first.
Yeah.
But if you on that old school stuff,
No, real deal.
I'm gonna
Real
beat
deal.
you up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, but that's a real thing because I've always said, if it's real beef, I'll never come to the woman about the real beef. Where your brother at?
I've already told
you know
the
what I'm
church,
saying?
Bro. I've already told the church. I said, listen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay. Wait.
Said,
what are you saying?
If one of these parents come up in here,
knuckleheads,
like I can see, I know how to.
Oh no, that's a real thing. Yeah.
I know how to handle.
Oh yeah.
A grown man conversation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can deal with that.
You come up here, hey man, who you think you are? Blah, 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 blah.
The moment you raise your voice,
you remember in the gym? I think it was one of those dudes in the audience getting all loud and irate with folks, and he was just. Rah, 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 rah. I was like, hey, he was like. I was like, bro, you got a problem, bro? Hey, man, sit your butt down, man. You don't see all these people up in here? You're going to either conduct yourself like you got some sense or you're going to leave.
Well, all of a sudden, I have an issue with yelling.
You ain't finna do that with me.
I can't be yelled at. You know, even my wife that's a trigger for me.
It's a major trigger.
Do not yell at me because you will see a different side of me.
It's like, where'd the Holy Spirit go?
It ain't none of that. Ain't no Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, what? Who? Where? No.
You was still here?
He'll come back.
He'll come back.
He'll be back.
Matter of fact, I got this where I say, I'm like, Lord, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
It's me, it's not
Give
you.
me 10 minutes.
It's me.
Give me 5.
It's me, Lord. It's not you. I know it's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing is, like, when it comes to confrontation, I think I have a problem with level-headed confrontation.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have an on or off
because
his switch, it's either
0 to 100.
I
remember that. I remember over my house at 275. Somebody had a dog out. This is my next door neighbor. There are no thugs. Nothing. This is a house full of women. Brian goes over there like he is freaking. What's the dude from Minister Society? Dog. He went over there like he was old dog. I'm in the house. I'm like, I'm looking out the window like, hey, Mocha sitting there like,
but no,
you need to go get him. I'm like, he ain't about to do that.
No.
Go get him, man. I'm like, no.
I said
it ain't nothing but women over there. Brian is going in. I'm like, bro.
Was the dog coming for Tay?
Well, because the kids were outside.
Right.
Yeah, the kids was outside and the dog was running around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing has always been, and I understand that with maturity, you have to be able to deal with confrontation.
Absolutely.
Because confrontation brings about growth. But because of, I guess, my past, on the real, I've always had trouble with confronting confrontation without it being violent.
That's where Constance comes in. That's where Constance comes in, because anytime I feel like I'm about to go there, one, it's like a spider sense for her. So she's like, ooh.
Nah, that's a real thing.
Baby, I got this.
That's a real thing. Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Because she was like that too. Amy didn't know how to use her words.
There it is.
At one point in her life. And it was with me.
She said that in the last segment.
She did.
Hey, listen. It don't take all that. I'm so used to mom and dad talking things out.
Right.
Just, level-headed.
No, his family yell at each other to me. I'm on the outside. They'll yell. It'll be a yelling match.
Everybody but Lloyd Cole.
Yeah, not Lloyd. Yeah, but I'm talking about like
extremely angry.
And I've never seen it.
I've seen it.
I've seen it
he
once.
He roared like a lion now.
Yeah.
I've seen him upset once, but it was a quiet upset.
But like him, like Jason and his mom would have a pure yelling match.
Yeah. She's a soprano.
I've never.
You stupid.
I've never had a yelling match with somebody without throwing their hands.
But
I don't have to use my words.
We're about to fight.
So like Jason will raise his voice with me, and I'm like.
Whoa.
Trigger.
Whoa.
Hold on. He's about to put his foot down.
Whoa.
He's putting his foot down.
Jay's foot is coming down.
Look at his foot.
His foot is going down.
No, I'm not saying I hit you in your face. I'm just saying I hit.
You ready to fight?
Yeah, it's like you doing all this yelling.
We can talk about it.
And he thinking the yelling is the conversation.
She has taught me
and
how
I'm
to
like,
deal with her, and I have taught her how to deal with me.
Yeah, you start yelling at me.
So I realized,
and then I'm like,
yell at her.
You good?
So you realize you couldn't yell at your wife at all? Like, no, seriously, Jay, what are we saying?
If I say this, if I do this right here, I say, Amy, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs.
No, that's not true.
That's how she accepts. When I'm firm.
Wow.
My wife hears.
Oh yeah.
Yelling.
Ooh.
So
I need a
gentleness.
I need gentleness.
No, that's a real thing.
I need gentleness.
That's based
but
off
Jay
of our experience.
But this is 20. Look, we're 20 years in. This is when we were way younger, and I just did not know how to use my words.
20 years.
You come from me.
20 years in.
Yeah, 20 years married.
20 years married.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. It's real easy. And I know how to talk to him.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask this question. Because you guys are 20 years in, right?
Yeah.
Me and Corinne, per se.
For example,
We're 13 years.
allegedly.
But y'all been together for a long time.
Allegedly, we've been married for 13 years, right? 13 years. This is our teenage year. Allegedly,
Right.
this is our teenage year. No, because we're amongst the experience,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody in this room has a tremendous level of experience in marriage.
19 in April.
So, go ahead.
19 in April, 20
in January, yeah,
and 13 here. Yeah. But we do have a little bit of a dynamic. You know, we high school sweethearts, and
absolutely,
we got really 25 in.
Right.
Yeah.
My question is, and because we're in the midst of greatness here, and I believe safety. Okay. My question is, because a lot of times, Jay, just like you mentioned,
Allegedly.
just like you mentioned, sometimes your spouse takes your tone differently than you.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, that's a question. So here's the thing: my wife, even though she been with me, even though she know me, even though she know I don't have a dimmer, it's either on or off, ain't no light and soft, all that. You know me. Mm-hmm. So when I talk, and y'all know, sometimes when I talk, it get a little grumbly because I speak from my diagram.
Grumble.
I speak from my diagram.
A lot of grumbling going on.
He said from his diagram.
You're married to a vocal coach.
I speak from my diaphragm.
You don't.
The frame.
You don't.
So sometimes it can be a little bit grumbly when I speak.
It comes from your throat.
Like, what do you do?
No, stupid dog. But no, seriously though. Sometimes, a lot of times, she'll mistake me because she doesn't understand. Even now, she don't understand when I'm playing. She don't understand when I'm for real.
Brian,
she don't understand.
No one understands when you're playing.
B, it is a little bit different.
Hold on.
No, here's the thing. Okay, my biggest argument in our entireness is, where is the discretion for me? Me, your wife.
You don't think I have discretion for you?
Everybody else, I don't give a F how you communicate with them. But
what is it? Consistent.
But his argument is, I'm consistent.
If I'm consistent, that's how I talk.
This is how I talk. I mean, you should understand that by now.
Is this you being grumbly right now?
No, there should be. No, there should be a level of like, oh, this is my wife. There should be. I feel there should be like a intentional.
Ma'am,
tone.
I intentionally.
Let her finish.
There should be an intentional tone.
Anthony.
Hold on, man. Let her finish.
Go ahead, Mocha.
We're listening.
Intentional tone for wife. I feel I hold a very high regard, you know, that there should be a level of, okay, let me think this through.
Okay, ma'am.
This is my wife. I should probably say it this way. Because every time I don't say it this way, she reacts the same way. We've been doing this for a long time.
It never stops.
And I'm like, geez, when?
Okay, no, seriously.
And he said,
no, here's the thing. No, because what you said, Jay, brought it to me because I'm thinking like, I could say, this is what I can say. I could say, Corinne.
I'm sorry. Were you finished with your thought?
I was.
Hold on, man. Let him get into it.
Go ahead, Brian.
I want to hear what B got to say.
Not real. I could say this. I could say, babe, can you sweep the floor?
Like that?
Or I could say, no, I'm saying this. I could say, babe, can you sweep the floor? But she'll take it like I said, babe, sweep the thing on the floor.
No, she don't.
Yes, she do.
Hey.
Is
that true? That's real.
Is true or
Because
false?
she used to do the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's real.
Because it's the act of, because in their head it's, why can't you do it?
No.
You know why?
It's not even that.
What is it then?
Because he'll say, sweep the floor while I'm sweeping the floor.
Oh,
he just
be playing.
No, it's a thing of
Y'all
like,
get me. Y'all
you
get
can
me.
see that I'm either in the act of, or you probably saw me or something, but if it's not to his standard or his liking, it's a rah, rah, rah.
He want an
You know
Air
what I'm
Force clean.
saying?
Oh,
Like,
hold on.
I like a good sweeping.
So you're antagonizing. She's already swept the floor.
he antagonizes me.
This is in safety.
That's
B.
what it is.
This is
So,
in
This is a
safety.
safe
so what
place.
I'm not gonna do, what
he
I'm not gonna
antagonizes
do,
me. And there's a lot of times that he...
because what I'm gonna do right now is
sometimes-
cover my wife.
Sometimes he
I'm gonna
likes...
cover my wife right now.
Sometimes he likes to be argumentative.
This is good. Let it
Like
out.
he
Let it out.
wants to be like, I think he does certain things on purpose.
He likes a good roughing.
I don't enjoy being argumentative.
No scrap.
I don't enjoy being argumentative.
Okay.
It's just the fact that, and I know this gonna sound crazy, y'all.
Yes, it probably is.
You good, man.
I understand.
Good talk.
I'm listening, B.
I understand that I think differently in a
You're-
lot of
You're a
arenas.
genius,
Okay.
though.
Yeah.
Say that one more time,
Not a
Joe.
genius, man. That dude is a genius.
You
Man.
don't put the camera.
All right, I just made sure the camera went.
He's most definitely a genius.
No,
He is
seriously.
a genius for real. Man. That dude can do anything and
He
do it.
definitely is
and
a
do it
genius.
with integrity.
He definitely
like he's
is
the
a
only person I know. I know a lot of jack of all trades and masters of nothing.
Right.
This dude is a jack of all trades and masters everything.
Wow. Wow,
It's
Jay,
different.
thank you,
It's
bro.
different for me.
Yeah,
It's
everybody ain't doing
it's
that.
different.
Thank you,
Nah,
man.
he's
Yeah, yeah.
different.
So if we could take
Thank you,
that
man.
But his
same
mind is
energy,
different, too.
we're saying if we
So no, that's a real thing, Jay.
But
seriously.
no, because if we could take that same energy, then because if you're a master of so many things, then we must
Master that one,
enter
yeah.
the mastery of marriage.
I agree.
Hold on. Ask me what I Ask me
drop
what
that
I
bomb.
haven't mastered, and that's the question.
Oh my gosh.
Have I not
Ryan,
mastered anything concerning our
playing.
marriage?
She just told you.
Have I not
This just turned
Did
to
he just stick his tongue out a little bit?
did.
And why is his tongue so
Stuck
little?
his tongue out.
It came out like,
Why are you looking
Okay, first
at
of all,
hey man, listen, we sit there, he talking about
pause,
some,
man.
he did, he looked like a little snapping turtle.
I don't understand what the issue is. Why are you laughing, Constance? No. Your opinion matters, Constance.
What are you laughing at, man?
nothing.
Let it go.
I'm not sure what she's laughing at. But
We're all wondering what you're laughing at.
no. I don't know. We got to review.
No.
Okay,
it
so
was nothing. It was nothing. I had a laughing angel
moment.
attack
So-
me.
A little moment.
A laughing
Angels are real.
What? Ooh, this is weird. It just got weird. Something just it just got weird.
How do you know that?
You know all the
You know, because we were trying to. I mean, obviously, our marriage is funny.
No,
Because-
that's why I wanted to stop before we move forward. Because it's
what's happening
totally not a
is-
joke.
Because you were getting ready to apologize.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't. No, he wasn't. He
No,
was
he's
about to
about
say
to-
who he was, who
Yeah.
he is.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. What was I about to say?
You were about to
I'm
explain.
so sorry, Corinne.
We had a
for
5-minute
traumatizing
interview.
you.
No, you were saying the thing about it is I think differently, guys.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
No, that's a big thing. No, seriously. Okay. Seriously, babe.
Uh-oh.
No, seriously.
Turn
Crack
to
in
me
his
while you
voice.
say this.
No, seriously. Okay. Seriously. I think differently.
Yeah.
One. Two, I perceive differently.
Okay.
Two, right? My perception is very different.
It is.
Okay.
You heard Jason.
Right.
He said I'm a genius.
This nigga here.
You heard Ant. He said I'm a genius.
Here we go.
Constance, Amy, people outside. You know what I'm saying? Now chill. Why you laughing?
Why did he touch her stomach?
Is this the same angel?
In the stomach, make sure there ain't no angel right there.
No, angels covering up.
Babe. No, seriously. No, seriously. No, seriously. No, I'm not kidding. Seriously. No, I do perceive very differently.
Yeah.
I do communicate very differently.
You do.
I do.
Passionate.
You know, it could be passionate.
You're passionate.
I am passionate.
But both of y'all are.
We are both very
When
passionate.
Corinne speaks, she yells.
I do.
When she speaks, she yells.
But in her mind, it's projecting.
So it makes sense.
You guys are alike.
When she speaks.
But she doesn't do it to you.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm way more gentle.
No. Okay,
You're
so here's the
mindful.
thing.
Because it has to be a balance.
seriously.
I'm very gentle and mindful.
No. Here's the
there
thing.
are
Here's the
ways
thing.
I speak to you.
Here's the thing. I do believe, and
Fluffy.
I know this gonna sound crazy. But as I've gotten older, certain levels of my patience has diminished.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it happens.
You know
It
what I'm
does.
saying? Like for real. Because at this place in our life,
Yeah.
it's so much going on.
All right.
It's like it's so many different directions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, and I do admit, there is an edge on how I communicate a lot of times.
It's urgency.
It's urgency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. That I get.
There's an
I
edge.
think we all do that.
But
I'm talking about regular life.
Like,
The
Every day.
like going to the store.
every day.
Every day. Uh-oh.
you need a quarter for a carded Audis.
What?
You need a quarter
You need a
for
quarter
the
at a
cart.
carded
And
Audis. But no, seriously, man. Seriously. No. But I am being very mindful as far as how I communicate.
I would
now.
say
I am
you
working
have
on that.
gotten better
I'm working on that.
throughout like the years. Like
I'm working on
these latter years of our marriage, our relationship, you have gotten better. I will say that. But we still have the same spats. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the bulk of what
I
we
get on
spat about.
concerts all
It's the
time.
same stuff. Like, why are we still here?
Because the thing
I
is,
think
the
we'll
way
be
you
here
take
forever.
me, but you take me so wrong, though. Like, you literally take me wrong. I could say the simplest thing and she take me wrong.
Because
Take
go
you
ahead.
wrong or like
I'll
get misconstrued?
let Mocha
I
answer.
think most of the reason, I don't think I am taking you wrong. I just like to make you accountable for how you speak to me.
Mm-hmm.
So when I respond a certain way, it's because of that. Because it's like, you have to stop and assess.
Because we have to be mindful. So if because I know for Anthony, his biggest thing was don't disrespect me. I think that was his favorite phrase. Stop disrespecting me. How am I disrespecting you? Because it's the way I said something I said.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I say to him, why are you talking to me like that?
But the thing is,
So you wanna not hear what I said, but make a big deal about how I said it, nigga? Yeah.
But the
Because if
thing
I
is,
did
what
that
you
to
just
you, then it would be a whole
Constance,
issue.
what you just said is what I feel, though. I just say something to me,
To him.
it's normal.
That's the thing.
To me, it
To
ain't
you, it's cool.
it's nothing on it. It's nothing crazy about it. Just like you said. He says, don't be disrespectful. And you like, how was that disrespectful? I'm like, how was that mean?
He's like, what did I say?
How was that mean? That wasn't mean. That was regular.
But over the years, I had to be mindful that okay, when I'm communicating, like I have to. Sometimes he'll be like, "What's taking you so long to respond?" And I'm saying, I'm trying to process how I'm about to say this to make sure that it's going to come across in a way you'll receive it versus you just getting my raw feelings. Because I take his raw feelings and then what I do on the back end with his raw feelings is what he wants up front. You know what I'm saying? So he'll give me his raw feelings. And on the back end, I'm like, okay, so he really meant this, that,
And I've
this,
been
that.
working on that.
He has. But we're just talking about like
Yeah.
the fact that when you talk about Mocha still holding you accountable, it's because it's like, I'm looking for you to be more cognizant.
So where's her accountability, though? Because I hear I'm being held accountable. Where's her accountability?
For talking loud?
For not being able to perceive correctly.
And let me say this. Hold
on. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Please.
Hold on. There are
You gotta sleep with her when you
Many,
we ain't gonna be here all night.
We ain't gonna be here all night, B.
times, many times,
Anytime.
I take and I do not respond the same way.
Hey,
many times. I just be like,
okay.
This girl used to stay mad at me for 8 days.
I would be I would not
number.
talk to him.
It was just a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro,
I
over
tried
something
that with
weird.
Amy ain't having it.
No, she can literally be like mad, like
Time.
I can't do it that way.
in our earlier years.
No,
it was a lot of different dynamics
Now we
involved.
just be-
It was a lot of
We
different.
bounce back, yeah.
No, it was-
It's gross. We'll be like,
Gross.
ta-da-da, all right, woo.
No, we have definitely grown, and I will say
Yeah.
that I am being mindful to how I present my communication to her, because I do know it affects her a certain
directly.
way.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So I do have to be mindful
Let
in
me-
what I'm saying and how I'm saying it.
Let me add a little bit of balance, and I don't want it to come off as a justification. With guys like us, we're very trained to a level of how things are supposed to run. And in that, we can get lost in our training that we negate the fact that this isn't a subordinate, it's our equal.
Right, it's actually a person.
Yeah. So I think what's happened,
Your friend.
just speaking for us, I can't speak for Brian and the growling.
You're speaking some real things.
I'm serious.
No, I know.
Because I had to be more mindful, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't acting like what was done to me. Same thing with my children. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Shoot, even this morning, about 4 o'clock this morning, I had to send my son a text. Hey, man, you know what? I got on you about that game. I apologize. I should have got on you about that.
Wow.
You know, I don't need to move with you thinking what worked for me will work for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Constance will say, you know, you sound like, you know, you sound like such and such. You sound like such and such.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit back and I'd evaluate, dang, I do.
Yeah.
But he's the closest thing to excellence I got.
It's the cloth. It's the cloth, man.
So
Yeah.
it's the cloth you cut from. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm coming off, I think you got upset about I had bought some food or something, and I wasn't feeling well earlier this week. So, you just dig in the bag for the fries or the onion rings or whatever's in there. You just digging in the bag. So by the time we got home and you split it up, bro, you left me 2 onion rings, bro. I'm like, bro, here, take it all. Matter of fact, you want my sandwich too? I ain't even hungry like that. Why did that upset you? Baby, I'm not upset. I just don't want no smoke.
Right. I'm not in my right state of mind right now.
I'm not upset. I just don't want any smoke.
I don't want to go back and forth with you. I want to, when you get in the bed, I want to cuddle. I want to,
Do you think she takes that facetiously or passively
Sometimes
aggressive?
she could take it facetiously because I've trained her that way because of my patterns. So, yeah, but that's my fault. You dig what I'm saying? And I own that.
So you saying, for clarity, because you said I trained her that way, meaning your behaviors showed her over the years how to respond
Would
a
you
certain way.
consider that trauma?
No, not trauma.
Trauma.
Triggers.
But not a trauma.
What do you think trauma
I think they're the
is?
same thing.
So trauma and trigger is not the same?
No, I think a trigger
come from
trigger
trauma.
Right. That's trauma. I know you don't want to think of it that way, but I can honestly say that I did the same thing to Amy.
Mm-hmm.
There were certain things that I did when I was younger that if it even resembles
Oh
it today,
oh my gosh.
it still makes her react.
Oh, wow.
I guess so, because he would be like, "Girl, you shell shocked. You shell," and I'm like,
that's
"What
trauma.
is that?" And I guess that's like a mindset trigger.
Okay,
where you,
now
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
The
No, you should be
triggers
pointing
lead
over
to
here.
the trauma, huh?
No,
I'm the
the,
one-
Well, she
the
added
triggers
articulation,
are a response to trauma.
Anonymity.
So you said, so triggers are a response to
listen to
trauma.
Let's not diminish.
Hey, look here, man. I appreciate it. So
Triggers
Does this
are
work?
a response to trauma.
Right, I get
Yes.
it. But when I look at it from that standpoint, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, absolutely. Man, there were times in our earlier years, man, where it was like I was a wreck. I was a mess. I was still doing cocaine. I was still pimping women. I was still selling dope. I was still robbing, but not as involved in the robbing as I was in my teenage years. More so, masterminding or putting plays together.
Right.
So, or orchestrating it.
And this receipts, you are a mastermind orchestrator when it comes to those things. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
He was just.
I'm just saying. I just gave you a blue check.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But that's my. I'm a genius.
I just gave you a blue check when it came to what you were talking about.
Verified me. He just gave me.
Right.
Because I do know about
verified allegedly.
You gotta listen to him.
Where's the camera?
Right here.
It's a trigger because he's trained me how to move with it.
Allegedly.
I don't know if he's serious or not.
He's trying.
You trained me how to move with you.
I learned to just go with it with me.
What you mean,
Just go
bro?
with it.
What you
Just go
mean,
with it.
bro?
You're going to end up looking like a fool, and I've been trying to warn you.
It's all
Jay,
good.
leave it alone.
Listen, it don't mean that much.
Okay.
I enjoy
Man,
it.
y'all tripping, man.
I enjoy the ride.
Y'all tripping,
And it's
man.
fun. Anyway, see, that's the thing. It's fun. It really is. Like,
B.
really
Let me
takes you on
tell
a
you,
ride.
B say stuff with so much
Right.
I
behind
enjoy the
it.
ride.
And straight face.
It's not a lot of people can get
And
over
then,
me.
and then I'm like, oh, he
does
was
it, and I
playing,
appreciate it.
but I thought
He
you were
actually
dead
helped me out.
serious.
I
I'm gonna say I don't get it
This
though.
is the thing.
Cause he'd be like, no, Joe, we gonna
Anytime.
and then you be like, yeah,
She got the growl.
You be
She
like,
got the growl
yeah, we
down.
gonna be on. And then you be like, oh, y'all ready? Go.
What you
And
mean?
I thought we was hype.
Hey,
No,
man,
we're
it's like
not
a roller
hype.
coaster.
It's a roller coaster.
It sounds like
You gotta
Okay.
you gotta
It
get the
sounds like you guys are
confirmation from
talking about-
Mocha.
Yeah.
You go to Mocha.
No, but
How you look over at me and be like,
Our kids come to us. Dad said. No.
But them be the times I'm serious.
That'll be the time she's serious.
Yeah.
And she's like,
and
no.
she like, no. And I'm like,
You know what, though?
Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
My kids probably take my jokes serious.
yeah, it's a thing.
Dad, how'd I do that? Oh, man, you suck. You were horrible. Sorriest one out there on the team. That's something Creflo would say to me. You know what I'm saying? But it would be like facetious, like, what you gonna do? He would say things to trigger you. To see, what you gonna do with that? And then hit you with, the weakest man in the room is the one who can't control his emotions.
Boy, it's cold.
And I'd be like,
Too cold. Too cold. Too cold.
Ouch.
Ouch.
There's no outlet. That's some good stuff.
It is, though.
But he's right.
He's right.
He's
So
absolutely
he's
right.
on purpose triggering me because he knows me better than I know me.
He like, get
So-
them all out now.
So when I do it to my boy, that's why I had to apologize to Shane because I did it to him, and I'm like,
Everybody not
He
built the same.
Trail, and
Everybody not
Junior
built the
are
same.
totally
They not built that
like
way.
You
I told
also have
Shane,
to
I said,
realize
what?
your kids, like your relationship with Shane, determines that.
Right.
Because what you say to him means more than if somebody else said the same thing to him that you said, he'd probably be like, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
But because it came from you, his
It hit
dad,
deeper.
someone he looks up to,
Yeah.
someone he loves deeply,
So
it hurt.
this is what he said. He said, well, I've learned to listen to the heartbeat of what you're saying more
Wow.
than how you're saying it.
That's very
I said,
mature.
really?
That's
Oh,
very
that's
mature.
a
I said, really?
Very mature.
Okay, well, cool, man. You suck, man. Let me tell you something.
So Jay, you said something that was I think it's kind of important to kind of bring out.
Right.
You said when you have different kids, you have different relationships.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what are some of those? I'm gonna say Jay, Amy, and Constance, ourselves. What are some of those things when you have different kids?
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal in those different relationships
They
when
teach
it comes to talk? What you
They
say?
teach you. Your kids teach you exactly how that relationship is going to go. If you have one that is up under you, it's like they're trying to soak all the information up from you, then you know they're looking for guidance. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for direction. They're looking for you to help them and show them where it is that they want to go, something that might trigger their thoughts to take interest in something. Then you got the one that's just everything they want to do on their own. They just want to do it on their own by themselves. They got to do it. They want to get it right. They keep working on it. That tells me that kid knows exactly what he wants, how he wants it, and all I am here to do for him is to guide. You get what I'm saying? And then you got one that might be in the middle that might when they need you, they come to you. Mm-hmm. But they still want to try to work it out on their own. They're going to figure it out. They don't want your input on the direction, but once they figure out the direction, they might need a little guidance. Mm-hmm. So with every kid has a different dynamic. You have to meet them where they are.
Right.
You can't force them to come to you. Mm-hmm. You got to go to them.
That's true.
And as long as you do that.
So there is no such thing as blanket parenting.
Heck no.
You can, but it ain't gonna work out right for you.
No.
You got
what's the definition of blanket?
So
treat
blanket. So it's kind of like equal opportunity. Like, I found that we deal with Taylor one way. Mm-hmm. Because Taylor don't respond the same as when we say something to Raylan.
Exactly.
Keon was completely different. Mm-hmm. I could say something I could talk through my teeth with Keon.
Right.
You talk to everybody through your teeth.
No, you don't. Stop it. No, you don't.
Go ahead.
But when I talk to Taylor through my teeth, she don't respond
at all.
She looking at
you. With them funny little puff balls.
Don't give two craps about it.
She looking at me.
She gangster.
Yeah, Taylor's different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when I say blanket parenting,
that's true.
There's no. that's a thing.
That's true.
So
I think I started out blanket parenting.
So let me ask.
Yeah, we did. We both did.
So let me ask this though, because Jay said a certain thing about his household. So Amy, what do you feel about the different dynamics in parenting your children in their different relationships?
So my kids are closer to Jason. All my kids are closer to Jason because
no, mine is most definitely closer to you.
Yeah,
mine boys are closer to me.
My baby is closer.
I feel like Drew is closer to you too.
Yeah.
No, Drew talks to her more.
Yeah.
But he accepts guidance from me.
Yeah.
So you saying all your kids are closer to dad than mom? Okay, so now that's a real thing. Though. That's a real thing because
I know he thinks Monty is closer to me, but
because normally in society and in culture, people feel like the children are closer to the mother.
Yeah.
So what is that? What are you saying there?
Well, with our kids, I was how was it?
Cousin.
No. But it wasn't even the cousin. But I'm also like standoffish. I'm trying to see the whole thing.
Amy's by the book.
Yeah.
She wants it to be.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. She ain't with the. She wants kids to be kids.
Yeah, I do.
That's kind of how she rolls.
Amy, what do that mean though?
So when I say I want kids to be kids, I want them. Well, I want them to be children. I want them to enjoy their childhood. I want them to be bad, not get it right. And I don't. And I like to remember people the way I want to remember them. And so I don't want to talk about sex. Don't get me wrong.
But you gotta talk about sex.
He's like more open. His parents were more open about sex. And
no, they weren't. They were.
No. When I say that, I mean.
More open to communicate.
I learned
just open to communicate, not sex, right. But just open for communication with children.
Right.
I wasn't real open about like sex or like drugs or like the difficult conversation.
Yeah. So
depression.
That's what he means.
Because we have one of our children that do have sufferers in and out of depression.
Okay.
So keep moving.
Yeah.
Get up. Take a bath. Brush your teeth.
Go for a walk.
Like help yourself.
You keep living and figure it out.
Keep living and figure it out. That's how I was because I'm not from the gentle parenting era, right? And don't get me wrong, some gentle parenting is great, but I also feel like so now kids don't know how to resolve issues.
Yeah.
They just fall into a depression. I'm not saying everybody is not suffering. Right. What I am saying is it depression or are you in a situation that's just hard right now? Are we calling? So with me, I'm looking at, one of our children, like, are you...
Amy.
Is it depression, or are you just going through some stuff?
Are you going through the motions, and because somebody around you said
it's depression?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Now we're owning, and now we're diagnosing myself with depression when words matter.
Yeah.
Right? So words matter.
Or maybe it's just hard.
And it's just a hard situation.
You're just not able, you're not capable.
You're not mature enough.
And
you don't have the
this is
capacity
to
to do
even break it down.
To break it down.
Wow.
So that's where I'm at with. So when I parent, I'm like, yeah, let's keep moving.
Deal with the hard stuff. You need to figure out how to
deal with the hard stuff. I'm here. I'm here for you. But I think, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
You got this. But Jason's going to have a family meeting. I'm not going to even be.
We're not going to have a family meeting about depression.
No.
But we're going to talk about whatever it is that's bothering you, so we can determine whether or not that's what it is.
Let me finish my thing. So
she just put her foot down.
No,
what she do at?
You did finish it.
No, I didn't. But I want to say something. So like when the kids were younger.
Let her talk, Jason.
But
what is wrong with you? What's wrong with
so,
her?
Hey guys, if we could not choose violence right now.
Yeah.
My wife.
She looked at you crazy?
Yeah, she looked at me crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jason's triggered.
No, I'm just
Someone
tired.
put the blanket over his head.
I mean, you gotta realize.
You knew I was gonna do it. You know that's why I didn't want to bring it up around this guy.
We should have never found out about the blanket,
I promise you, I'm gonna come the next time with a blanket and throw it over your head, nigga.
And I'm gonna whoop your ass.
No, I'm gonna throw a blanket.
I promise you.
I'm gonna break the fight up, dog.
It's gonna take your house.
Yeah, that was too small. We ain't fighting him.
Put no blanket over my head, man.
So Amy, go.
Yeah. So Jason would like get the kids together at the table, talk to them. I'll be in the other room, and he knew things that I didn't know about the children. And when I did find out, I was like so hurt that I didn't know, but I wasn't joining those conversations because that's just something I wasn't used to.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to being vulnerable ever. Yeah, ever. Vulnerability was like a weakness.
Yeah.
So you don't be vulnerable. You don't let people know. You always keep people guessing, and so I came off aloof. Is that a lot of times. So that's why, and so I was aloof with my kids too, just raising them. I didn't really know what was going on in their lives until they got older. And then now that they older, I did miss out on a lot of conversations that I probably should have been having.
Do you regret that?
Jeez, that's deep.
Well, they had Jason, so no, I don't regret it now because
it was balanced.
It was balanced because Jason really is loving. He's so loving toward.
I'm up.
Hey, nigga.
I'm listening. I'm listening to
This nigga was asleep.
I was not asleep. I'm listening to her.
His eyes were closed.
No, my eyes was not closed.
He just got sleepy eyes.
I
Got sleepy eyes. Yeah.
Jay.
I was listening to my wife.
Yeah.
I brought up that blanket.
So that's why that's what I said.
No, that's a lot.
So Jason comes from a very loving family. Like they yell and scream at each other, but then they love each other at the end of the day.
Right.
I come from that. Like if we are into it, I'd never talk to you again.
Yeah.
We never resolve it.
Yeah.
We never resolve it.
Amy.
We just don't talk.
Amy.
And I ain't fooling with you. I don't mess with you.
Amy.
You don't mess with me. And I'm good and I'm okay with that.
My.
I can sleep well at night. But my husband is from a family who yell, scream, but they
Come
still
to a resolve.
And even if they don't come to resolve, they love you anyway. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I got.
They love you anyway. Like
Amy, you just said something, and
Go ahead.
you just like validated so many issues in me, and I know they're issues.
Yeah.
But I do have those things that you talked about when it comes to when there's like, I know I have issues with confrontation because I've never healthily dealt with confrontation.
Right.
It was always either this extreme or that extreme. It was never in the middle where it was healthy.
Right.
So because any confrontation that I've ever been in was never healthy, I was always very, I guess, I won't say it was easy for me to just put up walls and close doors because I always felt, but unfortunately, because I was numbed for so many years dealing with so many things, I'm not saying I don't feel, but it's easy for me to swallow those things
and
put
push
them
them
out
down.
my mind and keep it moving.
Yeah, he will cut and sever and be.
But looking back,
It's
as I've
unhealthy.
matured and understand the importance of relationship, and understand literally the sum total of your life when it's done, all that mattered was the relationships that you had.
Yeah.
How many relationships that I've literally let go?
Wow.
And then my thing is now, you know, God blesses you through people, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't have relationships,
Oh my God.
how do you get blessed?
Yes, ma'am.
Gracious.
That's how
Because
you
only
deliver
people
them.
like the wall don't bless you. You
No
things don't
way.
bless
Not
you.
at all.
Like
Boundaries
anytime
don't
me and
bless you.
Jason have been blessed in our relationship, it's through a person. So just imagine if you have this big unit, right? And all these people are blessing you, right?
Yeah.
You know, we on this podcast, you know, people are watching us.
Right.
The more people that watch us, the more blessings
Right.
come our way.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I have to, you know, I am, you know, in the middle of, you know, just a transformation because
That's it.
because my kids are older now
Yeah.
and I'm more relatable to them. And then, you know, I kept like a lot of my
You
stories
got
a
time
secret.
to work on it now.
Yeah, I have
You
time.
got time. The kids are gone.
Yeah, the kids are gone, but then also now I'm able to share because I kept a lot of stuff to myself because I didn't want my kids to even know a lot of the stuff that I've been through or anything. I wanted them to see this happy family, 2-parent, Cosby
Wow.
thing, and I'm like,
No,
Cosby
real
Show
deal.
is my favorite show. Like
Real
I
deal.
still watch the Cosby Show to this day, like reruns after reruns
On Facebook.
on Facebook. Yeah,
But you
That's
felt
where they
like
at?
That's where
you
they
felt
are they?
like
yeah.
them hearing your story would mess up their childhood?
I didn't want to normalize trauma. I didn't want to normalize
because
it.
I'm gonna tell you, like, when you said that, it made me think about my own family. And my dad was very hands on, and my mom was very, as you say, aloof. But as I'm now a woman, our family dynamic has changed. You know what I'm saying? My parents are not together anymore, and a part of me is like, I don't know my mother.
Wow.
And I wish that she would have talked to me more about the person she is, because I don't know her. So now I'm on the hunt. Like, I'm calling her sisters. I mean, she only has one. I'm calling her sister. I'm calling her brothers. Like, tell me about my mom as a little girl.
Wow.
Tell me about my mom when she was a teenager. Tell me, because now I'm on the hunt. My dad, I know my dad from, he lost his mother at a young age. She passed away. His brother died in a fire. He told me about how he ran like Forrest Gump when he got the news.
Wow.
How he waited on the front porch and in tears. Like, I can feel my dad.
Wow.
I connect with him in that way. But I am very disturbed that I do not have that connection with my mother. And now that she's kind of on her own, you know, we were talking about it earlier. I'm like, I have to respect that you a grown woman doing your own thing, but why don't I know you? Like, that bothers me.
Wow.
That bothers me that you didn't tell me. Like, I found out as an adult that my mom suffered rejection because she had to grow up with her grandmother because her mom had so many kids, and her grandmother was trying to be a good mom to her daughter. So she's like, hey, give me the 2 oldest. I'll help you out. So my mom suffered from rejection because of it. But that would have explained how she mothered me, because I'm trying to figure out growing up, and we just went into a whole nother conversation, but I'm trying to figure out why. Like, between, it's 4 girls. So my oldest sister is my mom's first daughter, you know, and me and the sister that's right next to me, we always felt isolated. You know what I'm saying? And so we felt like there was a special treatment to my older sister. You you know what I'm saying, over us. Like she preferred one daughter over the others. Mm-hmm. But when I listen to the dynamic of, see, it makes sense because that daughter reminded you of yourself. And because you felt rejected, you wanted to offer that daughter what you felt like you needed as a young girl. Mm-hmm. So while I'm thinking, oh, we just the ugly Rudy Poos because our hair ain't wavy, it's nappy, and you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that when really you're looking at her like she's you.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So you're trying to love her like that's you. Mm-hmm. And I would have understood that because of the way my dad relates to us, loves us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I would have been able to. So that's the only reason why I asked, like, could you have possibly? I understand what you were trying to say, but you know, I don't know.
No, that's
not trying to create no issue.
No, that's a huge thing, though. No, because you talked about how a parent can relate specifically to one child,
right,
more directly than other children.
Yeah,
like that's a real thing.
Was with the oldest.
Meaning what? So you felt like you related to him more than the others, or
no?
What are you saying?
She related to him more than the other.
So the mother of your children related to her firstborn more than the other.
Got you. Okay, so Amy, even in your conversation, and of course, man, we talking about a lot of dynamics, and we talking about it's a real conversation. But do you feel that possibly? I don't know. Do you relate to one of your children more than any other, or?
I'm closer to the daughter, but you know
my daughter. The daughter.
The daughter. My daughter.
Allegedly.
Yeah. It's mine.
No.
I am closer to Amani because Amani comes to the relationship. She'll call me. You get what I'm saying? She calls me. She tells me stuff. You know.
So
she don't move like you.
Yeah, she don't move like me. She don't move like me at all. And so because
who moves like you?
Who moves like me? Who moves most like you? Right now, Andrew, just because he's in another state. Now, Jaden.
I would say Jaden.
Jaden is, Jaden has a lot of my characteristics. So,
that's strange because he's like you. He's like Jay, but he's like you.
He's the best. He got the best of us. He's like a really a 50-50 split. Wow. Like he has, a lot of Jason, but like I said, a lot of my characteristics, he has. But Monty like works on the relationship. Like, hey, Mom, what you doing? And this is what's going on in my life, and and I don't pry, like what's going on with you? I just, want my kids to share what they want to share with me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But now that I am older, why am I tearing up?
Because it's real. Because it's real.
I'm a G.
Look, I'm a G.
Let us know.
Now that they're older, and now that I am looking at parenting different, parenting different, I think I'm gonna be more honest about like who I am, where I come from, and be okay. And be okay with like it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, this is who I am, and not be so numb, because I am the type of person that I probably could cut off my kid. Like my kids say, you know what, Mom, I'm not never talking to you again, and walk out the house. I would be hurt. No, don't get me wrong. Like I have feelings. I'm not narcissistic.
Of course.
But I would push it down and keep moving.
Yeah.
Just push it, push it down, suppress.
I don't think they were ready for your story when they were younger. I think.
Yeah.
I think you coming into the realization of it now is gonna bless them.
But I'm blessed because I have Jason.
Yeah.
When I say Jason was the parent, stayed on him in school, was involved, and he allowed me to climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
I don't like the way that was set up.
I'm sorry. No. You wasn't at home. Like you wasn't at home.
That's what you got from
That's what you.
That's not.
Jay is what do you call it? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not a feminist.
No.
Misogynistic. Chauvinist.
He's a male chauvinist.
Misogynistic.
What is he does? He does have a lot of male chauvinistic ways, but what I'm saying is not like he was not like no punk stuff. Like nothing like no punk. Like I ain't look. Well, let me clear this up. Let me clear this up. My husband is no punk.
We
like
know.
not like that. But what I'm saying is he was very.
Yeah.
Clean.
But
she climbed the corporate.
No.
I wouldn't be me if I ain't hit him.
We're gonna cut that out.
You ain't cut that. That's real.
We're gonna cut that out.
Find a way to be buttholes regardless.
Amy, she's right. Now we share responsibility in the home.
Yeah.
But I was the one that was coaching. I was the one that was, like you said, because my job wasn't set up like her job.
Yeah.
She had the opportunity to climb, whereas me, I'm like, this ain't what I want to do for the rest of my life anyway.
Right.
Let me figure things out. But while I'm figuring things out, I'm going to make sure my kids are straight. Yeah. Because what she's saying is, in so many words, Amy is a wonderful mother. But she doesn't, and a lot of times we don't realize where our place is. We both have a role to play.
Yeah.
It just so happened to be, and that's what makes us the perfect balance. It works for us because
that's all that matters to you.
It works for us because like she say, she didn't have to hear the stuff I heard when I had those one-on-ones or those group conversations, but she was going to find out everything that was spoke of. We didn't hide anything from each other.
Right.
So whatever we talked about, hey, listen, I'm going to let you know this is what we're dealing with. You can't get mad, you can't get angry. You got to come to understanding because otherwise we would lose.
Punch a pillow in the room or something.
Right. And she couldn't handle it at that moment.
I wouldn't have been able to.
She could never hear it from their mouth.
Yeah, I probably would start yelling and screaming
at a separate time.
And then it gives me time to process things and stuff like that. So
But then what I'm hearing is, when I hear y'all's relationship, I hear covenant exchange.
Yeah.
I hear exchanging weaknesses for strengths and strengths for weaknesses. Period.
Any relationship, I don't care if it's a relationship with food. Every relationship requires balance for it to be successful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
If there's no balance in your relationship, if she's climbing the corporate ladder but she's never home, our marriage starts to. You get what I'm saying? But because she was able to climb that ladder, but she made time. We made time.
Right.
But you know what, Jay? And this is where I am with our household right now, man. I'm really realizing that what's for us is ours.
Yeah.
Our family dynamic is different from everybody else's.
Right. Yeah.
I could try all day to do the whole I'm supposed to wake up by 5, work out by 6. I'm supposed to be reading a scripture by 7. Like, I realize that our lifestyle is completely for us.
It's for y'all. It works.
Period, man. So what works for y'all?
And
what works for y'all?
Once y'all get comfortable with
that's
that.
It.
Once y'all get comfortable and keep everybody out your business.
That's the key.
That's the key.
That's the biggest key.
Keep everybody out your business. Keep everybody out your business. That's
everybody
keep everybody.
Relationships, period. The people watching.
Keep everybody out your business. Let me tell you something. Once me and Jason learned that,
oh man,
we hitting the sky.
Oh,
yes.
We hitting the sky. As soon as we learn to keep everybody,
we used to tell so much. We would be in knockdown, drag out arguments,
and we wouldn't even be mad at each other.
Wouldn't even have a clue as to why. We get in the car and be like,
"What happened?
Hey,
why are we even arguing?"
We get home, and I'm like, "What happened?
What in the world? How did it go from here to here?" And
so at least y'all evaluated that, though.
Absolutely,
but it took us years to get there, and it took us years to get there, and then it also what I realized is I'm very transparent. Like I don't really cover up.
You're blunt.
Yeah, I'm very blunt. Hey, this is what you get.
I'm not transparent.
And Jason isn't.
Hold up. He gotta really know you.
Yeah, right. You don't even get the funny side of Jason. People don't even know. Like Jason is hilarious behind closed doors. Yeah, but like if we in a space that he's not comfortable in, he's not talking. He's gonna be on his phone. And he just kind of watch me.
That about me.
Yeah,
a lot of people think I'm so serious.
People think that about me.
Yeah,
when
people first started encountering him, like first when we came to the church, they used to be like, he's so mean. Or they'd be like, how do you do this? Like, what do you mean? How do I do what?
We have so much fun.
It's the eyebrows. I'm telling you guys.
But no, I relate to that, Jay. Like, you know what I'm saying? People not.
It's a protection mechanism for me.
I think y'all share that similarity. Anthony's, although he's a people person, he has an aura about him that where he's not approachable.
Absolutely.
Like you guys aren't approachable.
Right.
It's like
people got a second. It's first. Should I
like it that way.
Should I?
You're not like a run up
protects your peace.
You know what I mean?
Because we're
I don't want you to just come and dump on me.
Are givers.
That's all.
We're givers.
Yeah.
All of us love hard.
True.
We give a lot.
People know that.
And people know it. So if you don't protect your peace, people will rob you of everything you have.
Yeah.
Like I have nothing else to give because you're taking from me.
That's good.
I can't allow you to do that,
bro.
So I have to protect myself. I have to keep you at bay.
Our viewers got a lot tonight. A lot.
Man, what?
Constance had a laughing spell.
It was the laughing angel.
A laughing
angel
tantrum.
sister.
Her name was Chuckles.
Amy just brought out some powerful stuff, man. We all, but man,
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
This is gonna be a hard one to edit because it's like, okay, well, what do we take out?
Hey, just
you know what I'm saying?
Just take chunks. Just take, you know what I mean?
But like to the people that are watching this show that don't know us, man, listen. We call this show Family by Choice because we literally choose and have chosen to be family.
Yes, sir.
All of us. Brian and Jay didn't know each other. Amy and Mocha Corinne didn't know each other.
Yeah.
The Adams family links the Coleman family to the Lane family.
Yeah.
And that's how it all came about. Jay is, I can't even call him my best friend because he's my brother. And I feel the same way about Brian. I don't have a lot of that. I got a very small circle. And Jay is the type of person, if I rock with you, he rock with you.
Yeah.
So he's seen how I was with you, how I am with you, and said, oh, well, that's family.
Yeah, man.
You know? But even when we started coming together more, you can just see everything. It was like metal and a magnet. It just kind of, boom. It just kind of gelled. And I do believe that this is ordained. But if you're out there and you're watching this show, our transparency or our lives is literally, it can be looked at as your entertainment, or it can be looked at as, hey, we're talking about things that people really don't talk about, that have blended families, that are married. Why are all of the marriages getting divorced? When I hear that, I'm like, not mine.
Marriage is amazing.
That is such a blanket statement. It's like, speak for yourself. We don't even believe in that word, but it's not that we couldn't. We just chose not to.
Man, what?
As we go into these stories from the Colemans, from the Adams, from the Lanes, it's going to be a lot of things that, you know, we reveal in our transparency, and we're revealing it knowing there's going to be special people in the comments.
It's going to be some backlash. Let me say something.
Let me say something. Way to put it.
Let me say something.
What you about to say?
Just bring it to a close.
To the special you was closing it, dog. What you go?
Well, at least you watching. Amen. So keep watching, man, because we're going to keep being transparent. We're going to tell our story.
Yep.
And
we want y'all to join the family.
We want you guys to join the family. Be a part of the family by choice.
Join the family by choice. And you know what? I hear what you're saying, brother. And listen, tell us what you love about it.
Yeah.
Tell us what you hate about it.
Yeah.
Just tell us about it. Real deal.
Yeah. You know, I don't like that everybody wearing camouflage. Well, we didn't plan that.
What?
We just been.
We are family.
when you're synced like that.
It is very interesting. All right, y'all. We got
Nah, but hey, man, family by choice. We love y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.